chasing shadows like a desperado. Life's a drag strip, blink and you'll miss it. Every lap a gamble, can't play it safe or risk it. Helmet on, visor low, my thoughts in flames. The track's a battlefield, brewery calls my name. Apex predator, no cage can confine me. HVRL, the league that refines me. Hold closet air, I breathe ambition. Dreams fueled by octane, no intermission. Clouds of blood, but the finish line's clear. Every race a moment to conquer fear. Engines roar, heart is pounding, pumps and tire screech, flames, kiss the asphalt, defy, boost gauge, red line, nitrous ignites the night, street lights are good, chasing stars out of sight, punching gear shift, turbo scream savage, Cassie low like a snake, slither rain past havoc, corners tight, grip slick, then use a handshake. Victory's the only drug I let my hands take. HVRL, where the speed defines me. Rubber burns, prayers leave the doubters behind me. High velocity, every second the crime's free. Racing to the edge till the stars realign me. Adrenaline symphony, rev, sing soprano. Pedal metal, chasing shadows like a desperado. Life's a drag strip, blink and you'll miss it. Every lap a gamble, can't play it safe or risk it. Helmet on, visor low, my thoughts in flames. The track's a battlefield, brewery calls my name. Apex predator, no cage can confine me. HVRL, the league that refines me. Hold closet air, I breathe ambition. Dreams fueled by octane, no intermission. Clouds of blood, but the finish line's clear. Every race a moment to conquer fear. Engines roar, heart is pounding, pumps and tire screech, flames, kiss the asphalt, defy, boost gauge, red line, nitrous ignites the night, street lights are good, chasing stars out of sight, punching gear shift, turbo scream savage, Cassie low like a snake, slither rain past havoc, corners tight, grip slick, then use a handshake. Victory's the only drug I let my hands take. HVRL, where the speed defines me. Rubber burns, prayers leave the doubters behind me. High velocity, every second the crime's free. Racing to the edge till the stars realign me. Adrenaline symphony, rev, sing soprano. Pedal metal, chasing shadows like a desperado. Life's a drag strip, blink and you'll miss it. Every lap a gamble, can't play it safe or risk it. Helmet on, visor low, my thoughts in flames. The track's a battlefield, brewery calls my name. Apex predator, no cage can confine me. HVRL, the league that refines me. Hold closet air, I breathe ambition. Dreams fueled by octane, no intermission. Clouds of blood, but the finish line's clear. Every race a moment to conquer fear. Engines roar, heart is pounding, pumps and tire screech, flames, kiss the asphalt, defy, boost gauge, red line, nitrous ignites the night, street lights are good, chasing stars out of sight, punching gear shift, turbo scream savage, Cassie low like a snake, slither rain past havoc, corners tight, grip slick, then use a handshake. Victory's the only drug I let my hands take. HVRL, where the speed defines me. Rubber burns, prayers leave the doubters behind me. High velocity, every second the crime's free. Racing to the edge till the stars realign me. Adrenaline symphony, rev, sing soprano. Pedal metal, chasing shadows like a desperado. Life's a drag strip, blink and you'll miss it. Every lap a gamble, can't play it safe or risk it. Helmet on, visor low, my thoughts in flames.
All right, everybody, welcome to the High Velocity Racing League Turning Laps podcast. And we are in the final week of the racing for this season. And joining me tonight for the podcast, Bryce Tucker, Chris Weiniger, Sean Wilder, and Sean Happick. And I, of course, am Matthew Chase. At the beginning of the episode here, we're going to talk quickly about the registration process and how that's going to go starting next Wednesday. So I'll turn the floor over to Happy for this.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Matt. So let me minimize this out here. Once you come in the server, you will be brought to the welcome page. This is what you should see at the welcome page here. I will take everybody's roles away come Wednesday, so you shouldn't be able to see much of anything over here on the left side like you normally do. Once you get to your welcome page, then you'll scroll up over here to the left, click on channels and roles. I believe you need to click both of these, Hangout and Race, on that top level. Then here it'll say Truck Series Sunday session opens at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and it gives your I rating. Same with our Xfinity Series, date, time, and required I ratings. And then the Cup Series, and then none, just Hangout. Whichever one you qualify for or want to sign up for, just click that. Click. It should open up your Xfinity, your truck, anything that coincides with your series should open up here on the left. Once you do that, you should be able to have your number request. So if you're in trucks, you'll go to Trucks Xfinity Registration. You'll see number request and the Truck Xfinity roster. The first thing you'll do is go to the roster, look at the available numbers here. Anything with a name next to it is taken. Please don't post anything in here. This is just for the admins and everybody to look at to see which numbers are available. Then go to number request right here above that, and this is where you will put in your iRacing name and the number you want. We definitely need you to include your iRacing name so we can invite you to the league. Then the number you want. Then if you're new, we'll send you an invite. If you're already have been in the league before, then and you're still in there, then we won't send you an invite. Then that's all there is to it. Then we'll have till about, I believe we said Monday. Monday at noon, we'll close that, and anybody that doesn't have a number next to their name over here on the members list is going to get booted because they didn't sign up. And that way we'll keep the server clean, and we only have racing folks in here. Excuse me, we don't need any bunch of idle people in here to inflate our numbers. Yeah, and that's about it. That's about as far as registration. Make sure to read over the rule book. Please read over the rule book. You'll probably hear that about 84 more times before the season starts. And
All right.
Yep, that's it. Anything to add there, Chris? Sean, anything that I might have missed there?
For everybody that's already in the Discord, do exactly what Happy said there. If you guys have any friends that are not in the Discord, you can send them over to the website. There is a registration form that they can do on the website, but the easiest way for anybody already part of the league and in Discord is to follow Happy's directions. But like I said, you can send any of your friends towards the website and they'll be able to figure out how to get themselves signed up for the league.
Right. Yep. So yeah, I just don't want anybody to freak out. They wake up Wednesday or whatever, or Wednesday at noon, and they can't see anything on the left. So, but like I said, that's going to be the process, and I'm sure we'll make an announcement and tag this video so everybody can watch it.
I just got to say that the numbers are going to first come, first serve. We're not don't text and admin all pissed off later about somebody beat you by 30 seconds because you were at work. I mean, it's going to be, it is what it is. The numbers aren't as important, at least to me. I don't know. Some people, I guess it is, but it's like we just don't want the bickering back and forth before we even get rolling over a number.
Let's put it this way. William Kern and I had the same number going into this past season, and I just gave up the number because it's not that important. I picked a different one that I liked, and I'm sticking with that one now. So.
Right. Yeah, and there are some people that their whole identity is tied to their number. I mean, I get it, that, or, I understand, but they just have to understand that. I mean, I could only go in the order that it was received in, and, then we opened up the paid numbers, which worked out pretty well, I guess, for HVRL. I thought I was going to get 3 or 4 from each series, and that's about it. And I think we had about, I don't know, 10 or 15
Close to
in
30.
each. Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
10 or 15 in each series. That, yeah, I was just surprised at how many people really wanted that number. Like I said, we might have to make it $50 next year, so y'all don't bombard me. And why is everybody so readily available at Wednesday at noon? That's what I want to know.
No, it made for a fun Wednesday lunchtime.
Man,
Yeah.
don't any
That's
of you
why.
people work?
No, that's why it was lunchtime for everybody, man. They planned their lunch schedule around that time slot.
I'll make it at 2:30 in the morning next time. That way I can just wake up and go in order.
I know you guys think everybody just lives in your time zone, but it's not true.
Yeah, I'm an
It's
hour
10
ahead.
o'clock.
I say I'm an hour ahead, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, it was crazy.
Wilder's alarm clock hadn't even gone off yet.
I was up by 10.
I know. I have so many questions after the ARCA race, and I'm at work, and I have everybody dispatched by 6:30. So I'm all ready to text Wilder, and I'm like, God dang, it's like 4:30 there. I better not.
That's like the time I texted you at 6:30, and you were like, "Dude, it's 5:30 here. What do you mean?"
Yeah.
That's all right.
I'll
Chris,
send messages.
Chris
Yeah.
was drunk texting me. I have to work on Sundays, and he drunk texts me like at midnight.
Yeah, I do that too. I'll
Oh.
send messages on the Discord at,
It was a good
11
night in
o'clock my
Nashville
night.
last
So,
night.
yeah.
All right. Well,
All right.
second to last week results. We'll go over those as quickly as we can. We're only about a half an hour away from the Truck Series session opening up. We'll start it off with the ARCA Series. Drivers went and tackled Homestead Miami Speedway this past week. Ended up being a 94-lap race and 7 cautions. So nice, clean race for the ARCA drivers. And a lot of work at the front. Brandon Dayhoff with another victory in the ARCA Series. Definitely one of the fastest drivers on track there. And P2 goes to the newcomer. He has been real good so far throughout his tenure here in HVRL. Chris Romano in the 44 finishes P2, with John Stapleton in the 56 rounding out the podium. Nathan Murray in 4th, and Brent McKee the top 5. Good run for all those guys, and really great run for Brandon Dayhoff. 87 of the 94 laps led for him, and just a very dominant performance all around.
It was.
Yeah, he was pretty dominant, and he got out to a huge lead, and probably shouldn't have done that. I reeled it back a little bit because they were starting to catch him a little bit at the end of that run there. But Chris was definitely fast as well, and if he does continue into ARCA next season, he's going to be someone to contend with. If he moves up the trucks, he's probably still going to be somebody to contend with. So I think he's going to be a quick driver. So hopefully he sticks around. Seems like a good, clean driver. And then Stapleton finished 3rd. It was a great race, though. I mean, like you said, only 13 caution laps, so it's pretty good. But yeah, Dayhoff was definitely class of the field.
Yeah,
You had 4 guys with 0 incident points. That's pretty impressive. Dayoff, Chris, and Keldeese, and then missing one.
Brent McKee was the other one.
Brent McKee. Yeah, pretty impressive. Good job, guys.
Yeah, the whole race was only an hour and 6 minutes, so it says 7 cautions. So I know one of those was staged. I think all of those just came in there at the end because I sure don't recall 7 cautions.
No.
So,
Also could have been maybe you extended a couple of them as well.
Yeah. I think we extended it twice probably. So that's probably another one. But I wouldn't bet there was 2 or 3 cautions that all had a green flag stop. That was awesome. I know Chris Romano is coming up in the trucks next season, so I don't think he'll be in ARCA next season. But he will be in trucks, so yeah, I'm excited to see what he can do. I mean, he's 3 races, 3 podiums, so
yeah, he's doing really good. And he does run in that Friday league that I broadcast as well, and he's shown some speed there. He was running around the top 5 in that race at Bristol that they did this past week. So he's got some pace, and he is going to be one to contend for championships this coming season.
100%.
Yeah, I'll say just one more time. I've said it before, but the ARCA guys, I mean, if you're one of the faster guys in there, and you know you are, just move up the trucks, because we're gonna get a bunch more rookies with very low I rating and newer guys that have only been on the sim for a couple months. You guys have like a good 6 months now under your belt running around some guys. So if you're one of the faster guys and you know, want a little bit cleaner racing with a playoff atmosphere and a full field like every single race pretty much. Competition's a little higher, but yeah, just you can get out there on Sunday nights. And I know some people have different schedules and stuff, but if you can do it on Sundays, I would strongly suggest, at least, man, almost probably the top 15 or so could probably go compete in trucks. So
There's a handful of guys that know they shouldn't be in ARCA after this season. If y'all are in ARCA, y'all will get no sympathy from us if y'all start complaining, especially about wrecks and stuff. None. If y'all decide to stay down there, because y'all know what it is. It's a bunch of new guys coming in trying to learn the oval. They're a lot of these guys first time. Some of these guys are young, so I mean,
yeah.
you get what you get.
Anyways, good season overall, though. I mean, I had a blast, and now we're doing a little bit of commentating. I think I'll be doing that next year, doing the broadcast, or next season doing the broadcast. So I'll get better at it. Trust me, guys. I'm figuring it out, but should be fun.
Got to look at the ARCA as like a farm series, like a farm system. That's the way we should look at it.
Even for commentary. See?
Yep.
It all works out.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
That is the truth.
Taking a look at the chase for the championship movement at the top, Brandon Dayhoff jumps to the top of the leaderboard once again. He won the regular season championship, and he's back on top here, 1275. He has got a 12-point lead over Drew Halloran going into Phoenix this coming week, with Thad Miller in third, and then John Stapleton in fourth, and John Shields in fifth. That battle right there from third to fifth is very, very tightly contested. Only 5 points rather separating those three. So real tight battle for those three drivers. Chase Keller right there with him too, with a 10:31 in sixth. So realistically, going into Phoenix, it's Brandon's championship to lose. If he shows up and does well like he has all season long, he should walk away as the inaugural champion here in the ARCA series.
I would agree.
Yeah, if you guys have any... Go ahead, Sean. Sorry.
There was such a huge point swing there. I mean, Dayhoff, he was dragging like 10 points or something like that with Drew and Dayhoff. I mean, he got, I think, didn't he get every bonus point there was? I mean, possibly that he could get. I think he got.
I think he had 0. Yeah, he had 0x. I think he got
pole,
laps,
fastest lap,
led a lap. I mean,
0x.
Yeah. So,
yep.
I mean,
he had 14 total. That the bonus points alone was enough to just eliminate the swing that he was down. He got 14 bonus points.
Right, and I think if Drew got in a late incident, I think he finished like 11th or 14th or something. So a big swing. So all right,
very
go ahead,
big.
Walder. Sorry about that.
I just going to mention about Phoenix. Look at the little diagrams I drew up. You can't cut the dog leg until you hit the start-finish line. That will be a penalty. We'll be watching for it during the race. If we see it, we're going to have to put the penalty in effect that, it might be a warning the first time, and then, I don't know, a second time, we'll just have to see. But this should be the warning for everybody. Like, just don't do it, and then be careful of that the pit exit lane as well. Leave that free for cars to come back onto the track. So.
Right, and be mindful, you're off the racing surface there, so you have to be careful. You need to merge with people if you come back on the track. Don't just come on and sideswipe somebody, because that's normally what happens there at Phoenix.
It's just like when you're cutting the dog leg at Kansas, Chicagoland, Vegas, any of those tracks. It's your responsibility. So if there's an incident caused, then unfortunately you're going to be the one. You're going to be the one in trouble, because it's your responsibility to get back on the racing surface. So
right, this will be the first time we go to Phoenix in HVRL history, because that track is doo-doo. So
sure,
there it is. But I do want to touch base on this best of the rest, though, if you want to take a look at that, Chase, because there's quite the battle going on there as well.
Yep, I hit the wrong button here. Hang on. Taking a look at the best of the rest. Cale D is leading the way there at 206, but right behind him is Ryan Stevenson at 203. Tim Taylor and Nathan Murray both sit at 196, and Braden Deeney at 194. So really tightly contested there. All those top 5 within 11 points of each other, or 12 points of each other, rather. I mean, a big swing could be had right there, and Braden could get all the way up to the top. I'm not going to say it's, impossible. It could happen. But really tightly contested there for the best of the rest. 3 points separating first and second, and it could go either way, really, depending on what happens to Phoenix.
Yeah, it'll be exciting to kind of watch both of these battles go on for the actual championship and the best of the rest. We'll try to keep an eye on that in the broadcast as well.
On to the Gen 6. Monday night, we were at Bristol Motor Speedway for a 200-lap race. We actually kept it green there at the end, and we were able to keep it in the 200 laps. It was another quick race, though, only an hour and 8 minutes. It flew by once we got through the first 2 stages. 7 cautions there for us as well. 21 laps under caution. Of course, with the shorter track means more pace laps when you do get the cautions. But 13 lead changes, and yeah, it was just a wild race. Two drivers were really the class of the field there. Travis George, who led the most laps at 110 of the 200 racing laps, and then William Kern was very quick as well. He ended up leading 64 of those laps, and he led the most important one, which was the last one. He gets the race win and closes that gap up to Sean Wilder as well for the championship. And Wilder did finish second. Travis George ended up finishing in third due to the green flag pit stops and got caught behind some drivers. Bobby Grady in the 4th position, and Brandon Dayhoff running up the top 5. So very good race, though. It was a really fun race all around.
I thought so. Travis was really fast, and so was Kern. I mean, only the top 5 finished on lead lap. I really think if there was like no cautions at all, Kern and Travis probably could have lapped everybody maybe a couple times. I think they were that much faster than everybody. At least that's what I felt like. And Kern, got in a couple of incidents. He worked his way through multiple times through the field. But yeah, man, he had a good race. Travis was fast, and I think he ran out of fuel on pit road, and that really killed his night and put him back in the field. But yeah, it was a fun race. I mean, I just try to keep it consistent and keep it straight and not run into anybody, and I did a decent job at that. So
I personally felt like I had decent speed, but not race-winning speed. I felt like I was probably a top 3 to 5 car. There were moments where I felt like I was more like a top 10 car, but a lot of the race, I felt like I was able to save tires and was able to really make my way up through the field. I led a couple of laps as well, but I was the first car a lap down. So, yeah, it was a good race though. I had a good time. Tucker, what was your experience?
I'd had troubles focusing that night, trying to watch the Mariners and race at the same time is really challenging on Bristol. I ran out of gas going on the pit lane on the first section of it, and I think I went 2 laps down just from that one pit stop, and it basically ruined the night.
So did
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was heartbreaking.
Gas too. Sorry, man.
They did. They sure did. We're still trying to get over it.
Stupid George Springer.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
No, yeah, I felt I was with you, Matt. I think I had a top 5 car. Definitely wouldn't have won by no means, but I think I could have got 5th or so. I got in the incident, then I clicked everything on to go in the pit stop instead of my fast repair, so I had to sit there for 16 minutes. So, but But when I got back out there, it was fun.
That was a
Yeah,
great race.
Bristol's a fun track. So no,
Yeah,
I
we
was.
I don't know what the
That's-
hate is about it either, because like all the admin team aren't really loving Bristol.
No,
I
I
don't
like it
really
still.
like it. I just don't.
I
just
I wish they would have
particularly
took away the high side, and I would still like to give it a go on trucks, but I know in
Yeah.
those cars you definitely can't run the high. So it was
Yeah,
kind of
it
a
is.
one
it's
lane.
tough. Yeah.
It was kind of a
It
one lane.
sucks you right
track
up into
now.
it.
You say that. Ask KT how much fun it was passing me on the bottom when I was on the top. It wasn't.
I think it's because they bottom out so much. When they bottom out at the top of the track, they just go up. And I've noticed that in the Xfinity car too, on this track, because I've been doing some testing. I remember Kern said something about it, and I'm like, oh, that makes sense now why it's shooting up the track in the middle. And it's usually that high side when you get that speed and it just gets into the track in the middle of the corner and kind of gets you up the track, yeah. Or spins you out in the Xfinity car, really.
Yeah, and they did kill up by the wall as well purposefully at Bristol, because if you guys all remember, officials and how frequently people would just go up there, door bang the wall and
Yeah.
just rip it off the
Yeah.
top. They purposefully disrupted the top side
You
for
ain't
that.
doing that in
for
these
that reason.
cars because you get 2 of those and you got wheel damage.
You get one of those and you got wheel damage.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But
The car's damage model is pretty
yeah.
overrated,
Dated.
overboosted.
I mean,
It's dated.
You can do. I think since it updated, it was like 6 or 8 months ago. You're if you hit a wall, you are in trouble. But you can kill another car, and you probably won't get a meatball. But man, you tap
13
a
seconds of
wall.
damage.
Yeah, boy, if you tap a wall, it is very unforgiving. But with that being said, Wilder, I mean, only 2 point down. I mean, you would have been ahead, but you got a pit lane penalty, which took away 5 points, so it brings you to 2 points back. It looks like. I mean, I have some espionage in the works for Kern. He knows I love him. He knows I'm playing with him. Oh,
All right.
we
Well,
don't.
let's take a look at the championship 4 here. Will does lead the way at a 31.05. Wilder 2 points back. KT at a 30.90. Long road back here for KT and Bobby Grady, who is 5 points back from KT as well at a 30.85. So probably neither one of those two have a chance at winning the championship. I think it's going to come down to Wilder versus Kern and who has the better run at Homestead.
Unlike trucks, I don't think nobody is actually eliminated from this, though. I mean, because if the top 2 have just finished dead last and these other guys go out and really dominate a race, they can actually come away with it. But I think in trucks, it's kind of, I don't think a couple of those guys can. I think all Wilder has to do is show up in trucks.
Yeah. Yeah, this one, like you said, it is a little bit closer. It's just, I would say, unlikely based on the performance that Wilder and Kern have shown throughout the season. Wilder, you guys have been consistently at the front of the field all season long, whether it's road courses, ovals, short tracks. Doesn't really matter. How you feeling about Homestead coming up?
I feel all right. I mean, it's a good track for me, so I mean, I feel confident about that part of it. But I've raced with Kern for quite a while now, and I know his capabilities. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna have to make a mistake for me to get around him and make up those couple of points I need to make up. So yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do though. I'm definitely not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep going and see what I can do. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. Those cars are a handful, and that track though, oh man, they feel like so slow on that track. I don't know what it is. It's the package or whatever, the lower horsepower, I think, and it just feels really slow, man. But yeah, it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it for sure.
I think your best bet is hopefully it stays green and green flag pit stops, because if anything will get Will, that is his Achilles heel, is speeding
Pit
in
road.
pits. Yeah, so
Coming in hot. Yep.
yeah, so I mean that's kind of your best bet if he is just quicker than you that day. But you might be faster than him. It's definitely gonna come down to those stage points for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
strategy will be well in hand on Monday night when we get to Homestead. But last but not least, we got about 15 minutes before the Truck Series session opens up for the finale. Let's talk about the trucks last week, though, as we were at Nashville Super Speedway, the 1 1/3 mile concrete D-ish shaped oval. That one was a 113 lap event, and it went very well, I think. Only 4 cautions, one of the cleanest races we've had all season, and a lot of different people leading the races. I mean, we had Bobby Grady, who showed a lot of speed throughout the race. Shane Williams was up there leading on short run speed a lot of the race as well. And Danny Gross, another one, leading double-digit laps, really showing a lot of speed. Wilder, you were quick as well, but you only got 9 laps led there. And I think I'm trying to remember how exactly it happened, but I know that you were kind of a little ways back there behind Bobby and Danny on the last green flag run, and then some contact was made with a lap car, I know, for Bobby, and that was what put you ahead.
I felt like Bobby was like miles ahead of everybody that race. He was flying every stage. He was up front. The other guys kind of rotated in at different points. I felt like Danny had an incident early on, but then picked it back up at the end and actually gave Bobby a run for his money. They had a little pit road race off, and Danny got the best of that little situation that happened there. But yeah, I know Shane was up there too. I'm not sure what happened to him late, but man,
Shane started the race out on top. He quickly took the lead, and he just kind of held those laps early on at the lead, and then but Bobby and Danny were the class of the field easily. I mean, it was not even close. They would jump out to 1.5 second lead on those green flag runs, and I mean, we had 4 cautions, but 2 of them were stage cautions.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So,
and I remember Bobby
Yeah.
talking about, and Danny, I think they both mentioned whoever got out in front was going to end up winning because that clean air was just king. Because that dirty air,
was a
oh, it
different
was,
burden.
yeah.
because they got within like a second, they said, and they weren't gaining on each other on either one of them. So I think that battle off pit road where Bobby kind of slowed up and let him go there was definitely the difference.
The difference.
Yeah.
Was
Then
the difference.
Danny having
Yeah.
such a good pit stop because he was like 2 or 3 seconds behind Bobby and comes out in front of Bobby on the green light pit stop. It was an unbelievable pit stop for Danny.
But even Bobby said when he came out, he's like, "Oh, I'll just run him down, right?" But then he realized that dirty air, he just didn't have. The truck was just different. So there was definitely a difference running out front in that clean air versus being stuck behind somebody or multiple trucks.
Yeah, and also being behind somebody, not take the dirty air out of it as well. You feel like you have to push a little harder just to get up there, and you burn up the tires so much faster. I felt like I had incredible long run speed, but the short run, I was just losing every time. On that last run, I tried to push a little harder to try to get that short run speed in it because we only had a handful of laps left. I think it was like 15 to 20 laps when I went down pit road. And I was like, all right, well, I'll try going for short run this time. And I burned it up so fast. And the next thing I knew, Noah was in front of me. He burned his up faster than I did. But Daniel Everly came by and got by me. Anthony Hall was chasing me down, trying to get by me as well for the position that I was in. I was able to hold him off, but there was a multitude of guys that were behind him that were right there as well. And I felt like I had to kind of save for a bit to try to make sure I leveled off the tires a little as we were going through the late portion of that run.
Good race, though. That was a heck of a race. It was an easy race to call for Sean and I, and it was fun to watch. And yeah, all the truck guys did great. I mean, there was not very much incidents, that's for sure.
No, and this race is only an hour and 7 minutes. We are really knocking them down.
We had a really quick week this week. Holy cow.
We did.
It was the fastest HVRL week of our lives, I think.
So.
We haven't even talked about. Oh, go ahead.
There was a couple incidents in this race. They just didn't bring out a caution. So I mean, going into this final race, I mean, we don't expect people just to to get completely out of the way, but we also don't expect people to. I mean, what looks intentional at times, it could. I don't know. I'm not in your seat, so I don't know. But just it's unnecessary contact. I think a couple of different times that I saw during the race. So hopefully we don't have that tonight.
There was some sportsmanship, aggressive driving there for sure.
Yeah. We'll quickly go over the top 5 at the very least. Danny Gross did get the victory, as we were talking about before. Wilder ended up in P2 with Bobby Grady finishing out the podium. Daniel Everly with a great run, started 15th, ends up in 4th. And then Noah Tills, who got a black flag early on in that race, was at the front of the field and then had to battle his way back. He rounds out the top 5. So a very good rebound from him for sure. And then if we go ahead and take a look at the championship 4, Wilder, like we said, has a massive lead, 31-21. Mason Connell is right now sitting in the second spot with a 30-78. Chris Weiniger at a 30-73, and Shane Williams at a 30-69. So 9 points separating those 3 drivers for P2 in the championship. It's pretty much a battle for second. Wilder's pretty much got it locked up if he shows up tonight, which, well, he's here, so I got a feeling he's showing up for the race tonight.
Unless there's anybody that lives near him that can go cut the power to his house.
Nobody not racing.
Hopefully that new computer doesn't give him fits.
Yeah, that too.
Hopefully that new computer doesn't give you fits.
I've done a lot of testing since I put that graphics card in for a reason.
I bet you have.
Hey, everybody knows the rule. Never mess with your rig on race day. So you'll learn that shortly, I'm sure.
Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, so the session's going to open up here in just a handful of minutes. Anybody else got anything else?
Nope, I think that about
Good luck to everybody.
Yep. Good luck to everybody on the finale of each of these series. Trucks tonight at Homestead, tomorrow's Gen 6 at Homestead, and then Phoenix for the ARCA guys on Tuesday. So that's going to do it for us here. We will we'll do a podcast, I believe, next week on probably Sunday still, just to go over everything. And
well, that'll be our Halloween.
We got that money race.
Yeah.
We got the money race. Yeah. That's right. We got the money race next Sunday too.
Make sure you guys get your Halloween decorations on your cars, please.
Yep.
Throw some pumpkins on there, a little scarecrow, whatever you got.
Oh yeah, that's
little Michael Myers.
Yeah, it's up to $10 or $20, I believe. I can't remember what it's at.
Yeah.
Well, I know Wilder said he would throw 10. I said I'd throw 10.
Woo.
I think it's up to 30 for the best paint job.
Yep.
So, I don't know how we gonna decide that.
I don't know. Just whoever's in the booth, I guess.
Okay.
Broadcast team, and you guys can
maybe the
ask
fans,
the viewers. Yeah, you can check out the chat and see what their input is.
Yep. We'll make sure we're looking over as many of the paint schemes throughout the race as we can to make sure that we give everybody an opportunity to win that cash. I'll be in the booth. I don't know if I've got anybody working with me in the booth as far as commentary goes.
I'll be in there with you. The race control will be easy, so
all right.
Be fine.
So,
but yeah, I'm sure we'll still do a podcast a little bit before the race recap or a season recap if y'all want. So
yeah. So, all right. Good luck to everybody tonight, tomorrow, and Tuesday, and we will catch you guys here in just a little bit for the Truck Series race. Stay tuned.